holiday clusterfuck, holiday clusterfuck. Citizens gather together to run amok. Bucks flying everywhere, folks pulling out their hair. People are waving while paying with great despair. If we don't fill winter with dollar bills, then your depression peaks on top. We'd rather have stress than to be real depressed, so we are
not done yet. I'm not writing. Welcome to the Team Unicrew podcast. Dylan's not done writing show notes, and I don't give a crap. This is Vofgofm.
I'm gonna break your legs.
God.
This is Dylan.
And instead of Roguelf, we have Zorus, who was an original member of the Team Unicrew. Okay, talk. And his other name is Slim Shady. He's replacing Roguelf for the night. And our guest star, you should introduce yourself.
Yes.
I'm Brion Folk. I'm the creator of the webcomic Flipside.
Advertise the website.
No, not yet. That's too early.
You have to do it like 100 times on the podcast so people don't listen. We went over this.
Dude, he doesn't need advertisement. He's the 9th most popular
That's true.
webcomic.
I don't really need it. Yeah, it's no big deal. We don't even need to tell them what the website is. They can find it. You know, that's what Google's
People will
for.
find it. Yeah.
Lol.
V doesn't understand.
Since obviously we're not talking about anything important, I'd like to go over this. Zorus' other name is also Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's my alias. Just
Okay.
Put that out there.
Oh, and today is my dog's birthday. I'd like to put that out there too. Today is my dog's birthday. He knows it because he's spazzing out in the background. This is the best podcast ever.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Off to a good start, guys.
Yeah.
We're the comic relief. Dylan's the serious guy.
Yeah.
These the Jew.
Yeah, I'm Jewish too. So what is your favorite key on the keyboard, Brian? We were talking about this before we started recording. You're an alt kind of guy?
Yeah. I was just kidding about that. I don't actually really have a favorite key on the keyboard.
Pick one right now. Just do it.
Okay, I will pick the J key.
Oh, you
Ooh, that's sophisticated. I think that means you're sophisticated. Just
Not
go.
really. I just picked one at random, you know. And
Well, I like the control key. I'm using that to talk, and the WSAD keys because I use those to move. In
you
real
think there's a
life.
psychological thing behind that, like you like the control key because you like to control people.
Yeah, in my video games, and I use the WSAD keys when I move around in real life. They're on my legs. I have to press them to move.
Wow.
And if I hold it down too far, I run too fast and I trip.
That's deep.
Well, don't do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, well, as to cut off V, I'd like to move into my half-baked interview now. Thanks
Like
for that,
pot.
V. Thanks a lot. Yeah,
No problem.
exactly. Yeah, thanks. Alrighty then. Well, Brian, I guess you should tell everyone who you are and what Flipside is.
Flipside is a webcomic. It's about a jester girl with split personalities, and it's sort of a fantasy thing. And it has lesbians.
Yep.
And gay guys. Don't forget the gay guys.
There's not a whole lot of gay guys yet. We're working on getting more, you know, because, you know, we want
They're gonna slip in there
balance.
slowly, but there's no vagina to go through, so it's harder. They're gay.
exactly what you said, right.
Oh gosh.
You know,
Yeah.
and if you want to know more about it, go to the website and read it. You know, because
In the
it's really
summer.
boring to. I think it's boring to hear people describe webcomics. That's just me, you know. Blah blah. You don't want to hear about the plot or anything, you know.
No, they don't want to.
Actually, you should probably describe the. Oh. Okay.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, it doesn't-
give a base.
It's a short description because it doesn't really have a plot. But no, I guess it kind of does. It's
Yeah.
it's just a basic
There's lesbians.
adventure. It's kind of similar to like a serialized adventure. You know, the main characters go on a series of adventures, and you know, there's different plots in different episodes. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know.
You
Yeah.
forgot to mention that the writing is genius. Sheer genius.
Well, that's for you to judge, but certainly, you know, if I say it, it sounds biased, but I like when you say it. Thank you.
I just kind of when I first looked at it, I was looking at the pretty pictures, and then I went back and read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing I try to do. I try to draw good. You know, I feel like it's a good idea.
I like the vivid colors, just to put that out there.
What colors?
What's that? You said add colors?
In his head.
I said the vivid
No, he said he
colors.
likes the vivid color.
Oh,
the black
yeah.
and white.
It is black and white, but you know, it has colored covers, you know, so which are really good. The colors are actually really, really good, and that's of course because I don't do them. Someone else does them, you know. But they do. I have a colorist named Delusion, and she's actually a really good colorist. So, you know. Oh, and my girlfriend helps too once in a while. She wanted me to tell you that.
Your girlfriend's really cool. His girlfriend plays World of Warcraft, so she's instantly awesome in my book. A girl who plays WoW and plays WoW.
It's a girl who plays World of Warcraft and whose boyfriend doesn't play. So of course it's
I know, it's so crazy.
Huge waste that she's with me. But you know, we did play Final Fantasy together a little bit, Final Fantasy 11. But unfortunately, she did not like that game as much as Warcraft. So we just don't see eye to eye on that.
You could epic socket her if you know what I mean. If you played WoW.
What?
That sounds like a double entendre.
It certainly
Oh
does.
me.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Let's move into the interview then, of which I only have 3 topics, so I'm just gonna have.
Well,
to
I have a bunch of
write
questions
it.
then.
Yeah, have to write.
That's okay. We can just talk about random stuff. I like that better.
That's what
Anyway.
this
Go ahead
podcast
with
is all
your
about.
questions.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see some main ones. How did the idea for Flipside come around?
Oh, okay. How did the idea start? Well, basically, I actually, when I was younger, I just really started to get into Japanese comics, and I guess even before that, you know, I always really liked comics, so I drew a lot in school too. I would always draw on the desks, you know, and I would get in trouble for that.
I do that
And
all
then,
the time.
you know, yeah, so I also drew my own little funny comics, and you know, they really sucked, but everyone in school thought they were really cool. So, you know, I thought that's what I wanted to do, was to make comics. So I just kept trying to make them, and then one day I thought I would make a comic about a jester girl, and it sort of started as more of like a joke comic, but then it sort of evolved into whatever it is now.
Yes.
Was there any Baby Dragon Dick? Okay. Was there any bullies who tried to shove your comic in your underwear?
Not
That happened to
exactly.
me one time.
Well,
I was like
that's
3.
You're a big man to admit that. Yeah. You know.
I drew
Was
my little
Michael
curly-headed freak, and then it was Michael Jackson. You got me. He was bullying me around. It was like, "Yo, boy, I'm bigger than you. Come here and touch me." And I was like, "No, I don't want it." And then he put my comic in my underwear.
Well, that's good. You're a guy with ideas. That's important.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes. All right. Next question then. What inspired the character of May? How did you come up with her character? Because I think she's personally one of my favorite characters of all time right now. I mean, she's just an amazing character.
Wow, thank you. That's pretty cool. Well, she started, like I said, she sort of started as kind of a joke character, and kind of flip side, like when I first started it, it was just I actually had a different idea for a comic I thought would be really cool, but upon looking back on it, would have been, you know, stupid. But so I decided to do Flipside. That was going to be my practice comic, and it ended up turning into the real comic. But Maytag, she sort of evolved to be what she is now, which is sort of a really outgoing, really strangely open-minded person. And also, even though she's a jester and she's kind of